Yo, yo,
Yo, yo,
yo, Raider
yo.
Nation Drinking Club, what's up?
Man,
Yo, what it
Q,
do?
can you hear me?
Yes,
Q, can you hear
So
me?
I can't hear Thor. I
yes.
can't hear Q. What's going on? It gotta be me. Let me drop out and see if I could come back because I can't hear
See
y'all
what
right now.
happens. Yeah,
If
for
y'all can
sure.
hear me.
All good. For sure, for sure. It's all good. Well, you come back in, bro. Um, what's up, Raider Nation Drinking Club, man?
Woo.
Can we get a hey, what's up? You can hear me and Q. Q, you can hear me for sure.
Yeah, you fine.
Okay, cool. All good, man. Hey, we up in here, man. We trying to go back live again, starting back up. It's that time, man. Raider season right around the corner and all that good stuff. D Menace in the building, Raider Text in the building. Let's go. Um, the title of this episode is "Don't Stop Believing," man. Don't stop believing. Q, I know you know because we listen to Raider stuff all day. We listen to Raider shit. We listen to NFL stuff, and it's just is what it is, man. People finna hate on us. We the Raiders, so people finna hate on
For
us.
me,
You know what
is yeah, for sure. Facts.
um, but I mean, I was looking into stuff, and I was looking. We like the 22nd projected 22nd rated defense. We was the bottom ranked offense last year, zero. We were dead
Yeah,
last,
for sure.
not zero,
As we
but
should have been.
32 or whatever it may be. And now we hope we ain't finna be that this year. But they got us projected this year to be um, 21, 22, somewhere in that. I ain't trying to hear any of that. I looked the donkeys, and I'm gonna call them by their proper name. The donkeys are projected to be around 20 something rated offense, but they the number 3 defense. So they technically, I think, the favorites to win our division this year. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. I ain't trying to hear it. Q. Um, you know what I'm
For sure.
saying? Um, the Raiders, man. We just got a lot of young cats, and now we got a lot of people we brought in who we hope show up for show. Let me see. Eric just pulled up in here. Let's bring him on real quick. Killmong, what's up, brother?
Salute, gentlemen. How we doing today?
We hanging
And
in. We
all
hanging in, man. We hanging in, man.
Yeah,
I was
another one.
telling everyone this episode is called "Don't Stop Believing," bro. Don't stop believing, man.
Amen. Amen. We
Hey,
got a
we
lot
ready
to.
to nation, baby. We never stop
Yes,
believing,
sir.
baby. We never stop believing, bro.
Man,
You can
that's
tell
what
me
this show
whatever you
stands for.
want. You
Yes,
can tell me
sir.
whatever you want, but I ain't gonna stop believing in this team, man. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all go
yeah, yeah.
through it, but I ain't gonna stop believing, man.
We all are.
No
We're
matter
lifers.
what, we
We all
go
lifers.
hard.
Quick question, Thor. I
Yes,
caught
sir.
you yesterday on what was we what would I catch you on? We were on grass platform,
What's that?
or was we on graph and wasted the other day? I caught you in the
Yeah,
comments down there. That was
I might have been. Hey, hold on. Can y'all take over for like 1 second? Because there's some loud shit I got to go turn off because everyone left here. But
for
there's
sure.
something in there that's hella
we
loud
got
that's
you.
distracting me. I got to go turn that. I'll be right back. Y'all take over for a minute.
It's all
We
good.
got you. What's up, Q?
Man, all is good, man. Shit, bro. Getting it in another
Yeah.
Raider Nation year, man. Training camp coming up, man. Everybody feeling good and excited about the new squad, the draft, the new coach, the new
Oh yeah.
quarterbacks, all the shit, man. Just just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fired up as
Yeah.
usual.
I
Hey,
agree.
like
I
Thor
agree.
was talking, Thor was saying
Yeah.
right
We
before you got on, man, we optimistic, bro, always. Probably
yes.
overly at times, but I think we got real optimism this year.
Yeah, yeah, we got a lot of reason to be. We have more. We have. How can I say it? It's tangible. It's tangible because he just won a Super Bowl. So when you get a coach that performs at that high of a level, he's gonna go ahead and reset the foundation. You know what I'm saying, from top to bottom, and that's what we needed. We needed a whole, not necessarily a culture shift. We just needed a change in the way that we did things as far as organization wise, players, the systems. It was outdated. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of promise moving forward with that. You know what I mean? What's up, Q? GQ?
I can hear y'all. Yes.
Oh, you back?
for
You
sure.
can hear us now, baby.
Yeah.
I
Get your
figured
shit
that
together.
out. Hey, technical difficulties, man.
Yeah, they
Shit.
happen, bro.
Hey, before we get
Hey,
started,
bro. Last week I was in my car, so I get it. So yeah. So
Shit, man.
always good to tap in with you players, man, and talk this good Raider stuff, though. You know, get this upcoming.
Amen. I got a quick additive to the subject, Thor. When we said we don't want to stop believing, I want to add a couple things to it that are get on our nerves. That we want to add. We all want to add a few things that we're getting tired of hearing. One of them we already know is that Max Crosby trade rumors. Everything is fine except for a few rumors I'm tired of hearing, and I'm gonna air it out today as well. We can all air out our agreements, but none of this has any impact on us not believing in what we're building here. But you know, I'm ready whenever you gentlemen.
I mean,
That was it.
I mean, honestly, the Max Crosby thing you know what? Max for real, man. Max a Raider, man. You know, there's always going to be rumors, man. There's always going to be rumors. And we traded Max. We did.
Right.
But then it fell through because we got Linderbaum. And that's part of the reason. I think that's how you say his name, Linderbaum.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why we still believe him because you can throw like I was shooting Q stats earlier today. I know that I was looking at in the projected offense and the projected all that. Well, yeah, all that was before. Like, they project that on last year. Well, the whole line is going to be different now, right? With Linderbaum at center, that changes everything. You got these two rookies that you had last year, so who really even knows who's going to be what? But as long as they can work together as a team and we can run the ball, that changes everything. And my belief goes up, bro.
Even if we didn't get Linderbaum, we would have been looking different just off the strength of us getting the O-line coach that we got. You know what I'm saying? That in itself would have made leaps and bounds of difference in our offensive line, having an actual coach that knows how to have a coach and evaluate talent and know who should not be on the field. Speaking of that, talking about the O-line, that leads me into talking about Caleb Rogers, because there's been some little bit of chatter coming out about how good he's looking in the flashes that he's having out there, right? So, but this is a player where the last regime offensive line coach felt like this is a player that didn't even deserve to even get no type of time on the field at all. You know what I'm saying?
But you drafted him high, though. Right.
You know what I mean?
Correct. And you know what that kind of reminds me of? That kind of brings me into, or that kind of ties into the subject of what group we are expecting the most out of. And we kind of went over it a little bit, on the last podcast. But, since I had a day or two to think about it, I think we can all agree that it's really all the players that we drafted last year. You know what I mean? Those are all the guys we want to see. You know what I'm saying? What they do, because they're kind of like we got two classes of rookies, because those guys barely played, like what GQ's saying. I mean, certain guys, we got them, we brought them in. Your Jack Besses, your Thorntons, and for whatever reason they made a mistake or for whatever it may be, they got pulled and didn't get any type of experience or very little. So I think that this group, you know what I mean, we're going to be evaluating multiple groups of rookies from this year and last year, and that's what I'm looking for.
Man. I think the one thing, we got a new coach, but we got the same general manager. So the general manager obviously believed in those players last year. Whether they played or not, played at the end is how they looked. But whatever they did, they're supposed to take the next step. They're supposed to get coached up. So now that you got a better coaching in place, you hope that's that everybody from Beck to Thornton,
yes,
to Rogers to everybody. You hope everybody takes that next step.
Right.
Right. Like
And this coaching staff with good coaching can, with this new draft class that looks, I think we all pretty much like, can just take it to the next level.
Nah, Lockie, bro. Lockie is still light years away, bro. You know what I mean? He's a great developmental project because Lockie Tassi, he mentioned Lockie, the pathway player, international pathway player. But he has huge upside, right? He's just a raw piece of clay because he ain't never been, you know what I mean, in this spectrum. But for him to be his size, we know he's Samoan or Tongan. Wanted to forgive me because I don't want to get it wrong because you know it's a serious issue if you get it wrong. But we know he's Polynesian, and we know that with his size, nobody is really can move how he moves. This is a 300+ pound motherfucker he has good movement. He's strong. He just don't know what he's doing all the way, right? And then he came in as an O lineman, and then they switched him over to defense, and then they went back to the O line. Now he's back at defense. So you know what I mean? They're still trying to figure out what they can do with him. But if they can get that piece of coal into a diamond, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, he definitely could be a crazy defensive tackle in this NFL. You know what I mean? If he could ever develop some real skill set to put with that natural, you know, ability and talent, that'd be scary. Oh, yeah. But he's ways away though, bro.
That's a long shot. I'm just talking about the players that they drafted. You know what I'm saying?
He's ways away. Like he's ways away.
You just want to see progress.
Hey, GQ, I want to hit the lottery too. You feel me?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If he just happened to click out of nowhere,
no, he can put it together for sure.
Oh man,
we hit the lottery.
Let me get these stats. I'll be right back. Let me get these stats.
Yeah, and you know that would be a lottery right there. If you could just pull a diamond out the rough, out of nowhere, and this dude just become a phenom defensive tackle on me, and just start. Oh man, just start Aaron Donald and motherfuckers around here. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we need that for sure.
Yeah, we do, and we're being hopeful. We're being hopeful, and we're believing, which is nothing. It's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm not saying that he starts. You know,
no, he's not even going to play the next two.
Rodgers and Linderbaum and the people we drafted that we really put some stake into. I'm more, intrigued with them. That's just something you know in your back, and you got that card in your back pocket that you hope that when you pull it out, you hope it's the ace of spades and not a four of diamonds.
You know what I mean? Not the two of clubs in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
Hey,
bro, I mean, but real talk, you went out and got people like again, our defense was crap. Our defense was crap, right? But our defense was crap partly because you didn't have players and you gave up Max, but you got him back on some bullshit. But Max is a top 3-4 player at his position in the league. And then you got Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker. And we all know our linebacking core has been pure trash for a while, right?
They couldn't cover. You know what I mean? They couldn't be that hard for our defense.
There. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but the whole thing is, who can cover when you're on the field all day, bro?
Yeah.
All day. So if your offensive line can create holes for the rookie, well, now second year, first year, whatever you want to call him. He was a rookie last year, first year in Genty, and you got the rookie kid you drafted, and whatever the fullback or whatever back you're gonna have out there also.
Hayward,
GQ's got.
And you can create holes, and you can keep the defense off the field. I mean, goddamn, when you battling, I don't give a fuck. Q a big motherfucker. I'm a big motherfucker. Eric, if you battling me all day, I'm gonna wear your ass down no matter what, bro.
So I gotta use leverage and speed. Yeah.
pound, 280-pound dude all day. You exhausted. You get off the field. You go get a sip of water, and you're like, "Oh shit, we back on the field." Nah, man, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. I believe most of our defensive problems last year, I wouldn't say we had a solid unit at all. What it was injury and lack of depth. It really showed its ugly face last year. You know what I mean? Once we had lack of depth. So
horrible coaching, bro.
That too.
Yeah, horrible coaching.
Oh
I mean,
God.
we had horrible everything. Yes.
Well, when you're not a good team, you don't have depth. So no, we didn't have the proper depth. I agree with that part for sure.
Yeah.
We didn't have the proper depth.
We wasn't a good team because we wasn't progressing. Hey, our owner said it. A good team, you're gonna see the progression of a good team, and they're going to get better. You know what I mean? And we, period, point blank, we didn't get better. You know what I'm saying? We high key got worse. So
yeah,
you feel me? Just tell you, that was the team. You are who you look like you are. You know what I mean? That's who you are. You know what I mean? We
hey,
are.
Man.
We do gotta factor in injuries though. We do gotta factor in surgery. We do gotta, we gotta factor in Malcolm Kuzma's coming back off of the injury as well. And you know what I mean? So, and those are, and he's our leader. So, that does a lot. And then you got coaches telling him, it was a shit show. We all can agree on that.
Again, that's not a good team. That don't show a good team. You know what I mean? If it's dysfunction and this shit is going on, it's just not a good team. And it's okay.
To your point, when your highlight of your season is week 1,
bruh,
you are not a good team. Man, and we rolled it out all year. Week 1, we was like, "Oh shit, we are Super Bowl bound." Boy, we went to New England.
Man,
boy.
Week 1 and week 18, bro. We won some game in the middle. I don't even know what game we won in the middle. Honestly, you can ask me right now. I don't even know what game we won in the middle. I know we won
it was
the
all
game
blood, bro.
last game.
Hey, it was painful. It was painful.
It was a blood.
It was real painful last year. It was very painful. But
I mean,
like you said, we still kept going.
We being drunk every Sunday, but damn, boy, that was a lot of. I don't remember a lot of that shit.
Yeah, it's right.
I had to put my. I don't remember a lot of that shit.
I watched every game and rolled it out, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Yes, sir.
Every game and went hard and lost my voice and was exhausted.
We had a good time with our folks. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, so we can all agree that shit rolls downhill. It starts at the top of the organization, from owners, coaches, players. So,
hey, but that's why I like Tom Brady saying what he said, though, to that point, right? Starts at the top. So for him to come out and verbalize that he expects to see progression, he expects to see shit improving. He's like, again, he's putting it on him, right? He's saying it. This is ownership saying, look, y'all, I know what it looks like to be successful, and what it is like, if you at the end of the year look like you ain't shit, and we wasn't shit, and this year we gonna be some shit. I expect to see us looking like some shit. You gotta be, and I'm saying though, that's coming from the top. So then, if he's saying that, I expect Spytek to in turn do what he needs to do to make sure that his owner ain't saying what he's saying in vain, and in turn, I expect Kubiak to follow suit to make sure that he's doing what he needs to do to make sure that shit comes to fruition. You know what I mean? So, we got to.
Because Suave made some good points. Although we lost last season, there was some great games we played relatively competitive. We got to build on that. The NFL, it's really a close league. I think most games come down to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter is like who's going to win. Like what Thor was saying earlier, for us, it was the war of attrition. And like he said, we didn't have any depth. So we was in the games, especially towards the middle, end of the season, we was in games. But then I think they just got tired. Big players make big plays at big times, and we didn't have a lot of that. So then you end up, your players get conditioned when you're losing so much, your players get used to it to a point, and and get conditioned to losing. When the other team, if you're playing a good team, they know how to win at the end. So a lot of games come down to the fourth quarter, but definitely got to build on that, staying in games, being in games. Hopefully we can be up on some games, get that run game going to finish people off.
Coaching.
Coaching.
We
You still got to have a lead. You still got to have a lead.
We done lost some leads.
Yes.
What for?
Yes.
We done lost leads. You know what I'm saying? Can't hang on to the lead because of making dumb decisions. And why would you run that? Why'd you do that? We see that coming. Damn, they could have saw that coming. Whoa, what? It be some crazy shit going on.
You have to win the time
of
possession and the turnover battle this year. Have to win those two. We have to be pluses on those ends, especially the turnovers.
Gotta run the
time of possession. And then, like what you say, the fourth quarter, which is showing us a complete game. If we can put together those three things, I mean,
time of possession has to do with what that guy said right there. You got to be able to run the pill. If you can't run the rock, you can't, bro. You ain't taking up time. You know what I mean?
You gotta run the football, bro. Like, honestly, I know. Like, we can say the same shit till we blue in the face, right? And I know last year, I know JT, one of my homeboys, JT the Brick. I remember last year, all he was talking about was we need to be having the lead in the fourth quarter, and we need to be running the ball with Genty and running clock out, like have the lead. Like Q was saying, most games come down to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, you have the football and you can run the ball and you can eat up a bunch of time, and then you can go get in the end zone and put the game away, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, nothing, you know me my whole life. Be more man than them. Be more man than them. You get down fucking 1, 2 yards, whatever. It's 3rd and 1. Motherfucking, you better be able to run that goddamn football fucking 3 yards and get a first down. Like, not no measurement, because if it comes down to some measurement shit, you know, they might put an index card in there. They might spot you kind of funny, whatever it may be. You don't want to hear none of that shit. You want it to be like, oh, you got that shit easy.
Yeah.
You want to sit there like this, first down.
Nope.
Beat their ass up physically, bro. We need to be more man than them, bro. And honestly, that to me all comes from the O-line. And like Q mentioned, like everyone mentioned, Q, the coaching, the offensive line coach last year was whatever. I don't want to speak on knowing you or whatever, or whether you were the son, the coach's son or whatever. You were still there.
He was trash.
Fucking run the goddamn, be more man than them, be about that shit, bro. Yeah. And that's why I believe, because I do believe the offensive line will be way better than people think. I'm not saying it's going to be the best offensive line in the league, but if you can tell me you got Linderbaum, you got Colton Miller, you got JPJ, you got what's the name you just said? The
Rodgers, you got the dudes from last year.
Yeah, you got the
Spencer Burford, they just brought in from the Niners. Burford, you got DJ Glaze over there. You know what I mean? Still got the other ones that we had on the practice squad, like not Lockie, like Dalton Wagner, and you got Trey Zoon. You know what I mean? The cat that they just drafted. You know what I'm saying?
Why not? Why can't you drafted last year who balled out at the last 2 games? I know it was only the last 2, but they balled out them last 2, bro. So, like, honestly, I believe that the offensive line can start acting right, man. Charles Grant, yes. Caleb Rogers, let's go. Thank you, Suave. Because you know I've been drinking, baby. This is the Raider Nation Drinking Club. I'm off whiskey and beer.
That's what we want to see. We want to see the return of the match, which is Smash Mouth. You know what I'm saying? Linderbaum and Colton Miller, them guys going downhill, like I said, on them horizontal block schemes. I mean, and then you put Charles Grant on this side of them or what? I mean, I don't think too many guys want them problems, man. You know what I mean? Once we get into a rhythm, I don't think they want no smoke with our line, man. Once we gel, and are comfortable in our shoes and our system.
Kill, what'd you just say? That needs to be the Raiders slogan this year. Return to the Smash Mouth. You just said, bro.
Turn the mask.
And then once they fired Carroll last year, and the last 6 games, Jeanty looked good. He started getting yards. He started getting touchdowns. It's crazy how that changed. But now, to me, you add in, Linderbaum, and you make some more draft picks. You have your dudes from last year. Once again, take that next step. And I mean, to me, sky's the limit.
Yeah, they got rid of my guys. They got rid of people I wanted.
My bad. It's for Jeanty to get as many yards and as many touchdowns as he did last year behind the starting line. That's just incredible.
That's nasty work. Q. I agree. And I got the first 3, and we don't count the preseason games. So we got Arizona, Houston, San Francisco. Those going to be what type of evaluation is going to go on in those preseason games in our mind? Is what I'm thinking, or we should be looking forward to, the first 4 games. I'm gonna be looking at these first 7 games as a litmus test to me of everything. Everything I'm gonna need to know about the Raiders is gonna be in between these first 4 games and these 3 preseason games. You know what I mean?
Always is going to be us evaluating the 3rd, 4th, 5th stringers, the guys that's the backups, guys that's. I'm not necessarily evaluating my starters in preseason because they're not really doing what They're not really doing what that shit for the starters is happening during training camp. You're seeing what they're doing in training camp during those joint practices. You might see the starters going a little bit more in a joint practice over the preseason game or whatever. But the preseason always is valuable, right? As if you're really a football person, really evaluating, the field in total, you're going to watch preseason because you want to see the young guys and how they're developing, how they're looking. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean anything's going to happen or not happen, but you want to see that shit. You know what I mean?
Field majority of the time, starters, et cetera, et cetera. But to feed off of what Thor was saying and what we talking about as far as his run game, how dominant it has to be is because the first 4 teams we got 2 teams that rank in the either mid or in the bottom 10 in rush defense. Miami was in the bottom 10, bro. They were in the bottom 10. That should be an absolute 200-yard game. The Chargers, their rush defense is in the top 10, so that's a litmus test. New Orleans rush defense, they're the mid. They're in the middle. The middle might as well say mediocre. Then you got Kansas City, who's in the top 10. So we got 2 teams that are in the mid to bottom tier of rush defenses. Then we have to play 2 teams that are actually pretty damn good at it. So that's why I say these first 4 games. Gotta see. Gotta do it.
I agree with you, but my argument is that yes, the bottom, the Miami and the New Orleans, we should be able to run the ball. But against San Diego and against Kansas City, I feel like those are division games. So no matter what, bro, like I don't give a fuck, bro. Honestly, out of the first 4, I want to go 3-1. If we don't go 3-1, I'm gonna be a little bit like,
That's what I'm reaching for. 3-1. 3-1. We should be able to go 3-1. It's doable, and that's
minimum,
bro. That's what we're saying. Don't stop.
If we go 3-1, I'm gonna start really hollering. I'm gonna start really, and then we got a run fast schedule.
I'm gonna tell you,
is Fraggle gonna be back for game 4? If we can run the ball again, our defense is gonna be out there less, and they're gonna be more fresh. Bro, I just want to see. I want to see pressure burst pipes, bro. I want to hit bro. These linebackers I mentioned in Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker, bro. I want to see.
Don't forget,
Quay Walker can get beat, but he's gonna gamble and take shots. And me, I'm a gambler, so I'm okay with gambling. I'm okay with gambling if you make some big plays. But
Yeah.
but then you also have a dude that's not necessarily gambling, who's just going to be hitting people, bro. Who's going to be everywhere, bro. And I need that, bro. I don't know. I'm fired up.
So I want to get back to the style of football that was born by our leader Al Davis, the late great Al Davis. I don't want to get what the enemy gives us. Fuck that. I want to take what we want.
Yes.
Click that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be able to take what we want when we want. Do what we gonna dictate the game. If we decide we want to run, then we're running. If we decide we want to throw, then we're throwing. Not that all we can do is do this because the defense gave us this, and fuck all that. I want to get back to that Raider football where we're gonna take what we want and we're gonna ram that shit down your throat, no matter no matter whatever it is, the situation, whatever it is we want to do. We're gonna do it. That's why.
PQ.
But if you
That's
run
what
the
all the
ball,
wins
if
say.
you run
We
the
take
ball,
shit.
you do all that.
Yeah, we take shit. We
Go
kill
ahead,
it just.
Q.
Come on, man. We don't like. I get it. We will. You got to be able to run the football. I love what
Correct.
you just said. I think we got playmakers on the outside, from Bowers to Thornton to this dude Naylor. We paid. Trey Tucker's a dog. You've been high on Malik Benson. I just think the more you can run that shit and get the safeties up and smash mouth these dudes and make everybody have to come up, I think sky's the limit. I think it's gonna open up everything.
I agree, but there's a question. There's a question that goes with that. So we know the run game. We all know run game pretty much is going to be successful. You know what I mean? Based on what we got and what we had last year. The question is, when they start loading the box, are our receivers going to be able to get off press coverage? What receivers? We have more questions in the wide receiver room as far as our offense, because we know that any of these quarterbacks is capable of getting the ball downfield. We've seen it. We've been to the game. We've watched these guys for play. We know these quarterbacks can get it done. It's just will these receivers be able to get off press, especially Trey Tucker with his size.
Because
that's why we invest so big this year, stepping up. And everybody we brought in. I'm anxious to see. I'm excited to see as well.
Man, let me tell you, bro. I think they're gonna have to double Brock Bowers, and I think it's gonna open everything else up. Betch is a really good route runner. Thornton got speed. Benson got speed. Naylor, you just paid him some good money. He was sitting behind the dudes in Minnesota, Addison and Jefferson. He just needed a shot. He did good when one of them was out. He did good. I think I'm ready for it, bro. I like what you're saying. I'm ready for it. I think we ready.
I think we way ready, bro. I think we way ready, bro. You know what the whole thing is, man? We can sit here and talk about it. We got to do it. We got to see it. Like
development is key. Development is going to be key on that, right?
Like, honestly, one thing, it bothers a lot of people. We're like projected in bottom of a lot of things, but we should be, because we haven't done shit. And we didn't do shit, but you got to go out and do it, bro. Like, whatever projection, you can say this or say, oh, they were whatever. We need to see now what it do. And if you do what we know you can do, and coaching helps. Everything helps. Like, football is the ultimate team game, right? So if you got two people over here who ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, you leaving the other people out to drop. But if you got on offense, if you got your linemen creating holes and you running, then the press coverage, whatever. If it's one-on-one, I'll take them dudes against anyone, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take them dudes against anyone. Against anyone, bro. Like, for real. I know we're like, Raider Paul, I love you, Raider Paul. And I know you're saying wide receiver is a question. And it is. It definitely is. But you go out and prove that it is not. You go out and prove that it's not, baby.
The question really is, who's going to be starting. We know that we have the tools at wide receiver to get it done. We got every type of body type, speed type, you know what I mean, length wise, you know what I mean, mentality wise, experienced receiver in Naylor. So we have the spectrum when it comes to wide receiver. So we know they're going to get it done. It's just we're so excited to see what the group looks like, and we know that this group has to develop for our success. So
Hey, Paul, that shit right there that you talking is some major shit. As a person who's played sports, as a person who played sports before,
right.
when you have to like earn your shit like that on the team, and the coach puts that shit on you like that to where like you not even shit until you get this. Like that's like playing dominoes. Like we played dominoes with the homies, right? And you play dominoes where some people they'll automatically write your name on the game. Like when you're playing, they'd be like, "Oh, who's all playing?" Okay, they'll put the names down. I play with homies to where you don't even get your name on the board till you score. Till you score your first points on the board, that's when you're actually in the game and your name is on the board, right? You're not even there. So if you don't score in the whole game, everybody's scoring. You could literally be in a game with 2 or 3 other people, and your name be blank, nigga. It's nothing there while they're playing the whole game, and that makes you feel some type of way. It makes you feel some type of way, bro. And when you out there and you playing, the coach like, nah, you ain't even earned these goddamn shields yet. Y'all, you need to show me something. Show me that you deserve to have this shield on your head. That does something to you inside. It really does. It really lights a different type of fire. Like, oh shit, I gotta earn this shit. Well, let me make sure I earn this shit. And that brings a different type of camaraderie in the team, right? Because they have to earn it together, right? The whole team, nobody got shields, and we got to get this shit. I actually love that shit because it's like a small little psychological game with the players, like to get them to buy into the system even more. You know what I mean? I loved it. I loved every part of that.
That reminds me of an analogy of somebody getting his lunch money taken or always getting rated low. You know what I mean? And there's only one way out of it. You have to beat the bully. The NFL is low-key been bullying the Raiders. You know, they dropped the center we got. They dropped his ranking, and there was no reason why they should have dropped his ranking down. They dropped Linderbaum's ranking since he hit the Raiders. So based on his merit, none of that didn't count. Once he hit the Raiders, they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna drop him a couple notches." And I didn't write the statistic down of how low they dropped it, but I just got the news about it. And I said, you know what? To stop all this, what you have to do, you have to beat the bully. You have to beat the bully.
You have to, bro.
That's better way of thinking it.
Hey, until you punch a motherfucker back in their face, bro. Because we've been getting punched in the face for too many goddamn years, bro. Until you punch a motherfucker back in the face and stand there and say, all right, let's go. Then I mean, so again,
how that looks
I'm not mad at none of that shit, bro. I'm not
looks though, right?
That shit. Like, go out there.
It looks like that Chargers. Remember that? My bad. Remember that Chargers game? What was it? 63 points. Whatever we put on them. How many points did we put on them Chargers that one game? We set that record for points. That's what I mean. Punch them. You know. Until we had that game, they was talking so bad about us, bro. I remember after that game, they were like, did the Raiders really do that to them? Now if we get minimum 3 games of plus 40 points, maybe 150. I want to see multiple games of 40 points. We talking about punching them, knocking them. I'm talking keeping my foot on their throat. On their throat. Because that's what they did to us. Oh, we got 200 rushing yards. So what? Keep demoralizing.
Man, I want some dubs, bro. Like scoring, not scoring, or stopping, or not stopping, bro. I want to get some dubs. If we win fucking 3-0, 27, nigga, I want a dub.
7,
I need, you know what I mean? I need the dubs. I need the dubs in any way we can get them. But I mean, obviously, we want to see the team perform, right? We want to see them perform, and seeing them perform means that you're probably going to see a higher score than 3-0. But I'm saying, like, however a win comes, bro, I want the win, bro. I want the dub.
We gonna have it. We should be 3-1. I'm looking at it.
Man, let me say this too. and to all the commentators and the analysis and the books, fuck them,
Man,
fuck them. They play the game on the field.
Exactly.
We know they're gonna hate on us. We know we're not gonna get the calls. We got to look past all that shit. Fuck that shit. Who cares?
Who cares?
Fuck them.
like I said, when we say Thor, return to what? Return to the Masters. You know, if we start getting over a certain amount of rush yards, and I'm gonna get a shirt. I need a couple shirts, babe, but you know that'll be one of them. If we start really, because Ashton Jimmy put out a video the other day about his training, and you know, and a lot of his training, you know, he had a guy with the elastic cord, and he pulling him. He looked like a sled. He just pulled another dude, and it looked like a lot of the runs that Q was talking about that he was making last year. So he's only gonna get better.
He said. He said he got.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying on that. He said he gotta get back to his playing appetite or his playing nutrition. He was out there working out there gas. He was like, man, I was on the diet. I was eating cakes and cupcakes and ice cream and sweets. He was like, I feel that shit right now.
And what was the goal? What was the goal? What did they say the goal for Jinky was? Since you know what the goal they said was, Thor? They said we training him to go to Pro Bowl this year. You know, Pro Bowl.
Who talking about?
Bowl. Ashton Jinky.
Hey, with the again with the offensive.
That's who y'all talking about. Who's that?
Yeah, you talking about Jinty? I say with the offensive line. Go ahead.
It's funny, you know, when a player comes from the draft, you all in shape, you all ready to interview. You all ready to do the interview. You go into the season, you ready. Your first real offseason, when you really got some money, it's a little different with the NIL now, but your first real offseason when you really got some money, motherfuckers kind of be slacking a little bit. So hopefully he done peeped what it is, and the Raiders went out and got that boy from Arkansas or wherever that running back is from. Mike.
Mike Washington.
I know what I'm talking about.
Arkansas. Razorback.
So he was a first round draft pick last year, but we finna bring some competition in for your ass too.
Shout out to the homie Cole Raider, man, friend of the show. Cole Raider is a diehard Arkansas Razorback fan.
It was about like a little 8-minute video that was showing his training and stuff. And like I said, he was pulling a lot of weight. He looked a hell of a good out there. You know what I mean? And he was just saying how he was slacking. You know, he was slacking for a couple of weeks or so, and now he's back on the ball.
But I'm saying the Pro Bowl is so easy for this guy. So like I get it, I get all of him working out, but that's not even it, bro. With the offensive line just playing better, and us having an O-line coach, he put it like this: as long as he's not getting first hit in the backfield 85% of the time, he's gonna make the Pro Bowl, bro. He's gonna make the Pro Bowl.
I've never.
When you say you want to see wins, I already kind of see it, bro. Because you got to think about it. The coach won the Super Bowl, and the rookie he went undefeated. So you have that energy running around circulating around the locker room. These dudes didn't accept defeat under no circumstance.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get because we kind of went off real quick. I'm going back to what we're talking about Jinty and making the Pro Bowl. Let's stay right there. I'm saying Jinty will make the Pro Bowl because he's not going to get hit in the backfield 85% of the time.
Exactly.
Before we go anywhere else, let me stay right there.
DQ, I've been watching football for over 40 years, bro.
That is a record.
I've been watching football for over 40 years. That shit, the first like 5 games when he was getting hit 5 yards in the backfield, like damn near on every play, he had a shake at the handoff. He had a shake a defensive tackle, a linebacker. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen that. That was crazy.
Or we can say We haven't seen this since somebody like Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders had to do shit like that too. I ain't gonna lie.
He was different,
Wow,
bro.
you
Yeah,
be
I get
like,
it.
Jesus.
But that shit was out of pocket, bro. That was out of pocket. They should have fired that. They should have fired him after like week 2 or 3 or something.
But that was my problem. That's why I didn't fuck with Pete Carroll over everything else. Remember, I said this on the podcast. I said right now, today, I'm going to look at Pete Carroll. If he does not fire his son, I am not fucking with him. He fired the special teams coach. He fired our offensive coordinator. I said if he does not fire his son, I cannot fuck with him as a coach. I do not trust him. His heart is not in it. He is not really about the Raiders winning. Because if you don't fire your coach, our offensive line was the worst part of our team. And if that's not the part that you actually change, you know what? Let's see if we can shake it up by getting a new O-line coach. No, you kept this nigga the whole. Oh yeah. I can't trust your judgment. You're old. You're old and see now, cuz you're old and see now. I can't trust you.
I don't even say he was senile. He just cared more about his son than he did, and you can't be mad at that. You're a father. I mean,
I get it, but he's rich.
Mad at it because I'm a Raider, bro.
Yes, but as a father, I mean, I feel you. As a father,
if you can do your job, you can stay around. Little baby Gruden been our strength and conditioning coach for many moons, nigga. His dad done came and gone, so they ain't got nothing to do with his daddy. What his daddy was talking about, he did his job, so he stayed around through multiple different other regimes. You know what I'm saying? Still there. So no, I'm not accepting that.
Hey, come on, man. When you sit down and watch the tape, bro, that motherfucker been in the league hella years. When you see your running back is getting hit 3 to 5 yards in the backfield every most plays, come on, man, what we doing here?
We was at the game, man. We was screaming, bro. Hey, I was calling them out, bro.
Something needed to happen.
I was calling out whoever was on the field, man. I was screaming. You know what I mean? I remember me and Thor, after a couple games, we didn't even have a freaking voice from these fuckers, bro. From screaming at the offensive line from the black hole, bro. Literally, bro.
But then again, it wasn't necessarily the offensive line fault. You know what I mean?
The coaching.
You know what I mean? It's coaching, because then you got players that's playing out of position, motherfuckers who shouldn't be playing that are playing. I'm attributing Colton Miller and JPJ getting hurt to the coach. He hurt them motherfuckers. Fuck all that. He got motherfuckers hurt and everything. You know what I'm saying?
The motherfuckers benched JPJ I think it was week 3. They benched him, didn't let him play because of something, and the line looked even worse.
Got some attitude situations like his.
Bro, you had motherfucking. They were snapping the ball, and it was offensive linemen still with their hand on the field, bro. There was people running past them and shit. They wasn't even moving, bro.
Oh God. Yep.
Woo! Yeah, we're past that.
Shouldn't have been on the field. We're out there. Like that Caillou Blue Kelly, the other dude I brought up, Mr. Labe, you know, the backup of the backup. There was some people that shouldn't even been out there, man.
Hella mismanaged Bowers injury. Hella mismanaged Bowers shit. You know what I mean?
But you know what though? We bounced back though.
They mismanaged everything, bro. They mismanaged. Bro, they had Gino out there for 28 weeks, and you didn't even start AOC. Like, that was like some old school good old boy shit, bro. They were just starting their people, bro. Hey, real talk though, man. I mean, that's just upsetting. It's a new year, and hopefully it don't go like that ever again, ever again. But I feel like
we got
shit from my homeboys at some point. Like, I'd have done the same shit for my homeboys, though, man. That's just I'm upset as a fan, but as a person, I just I know.
We moving in the right direction.
We trade Gino. We got something for him. Like I'm
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I was good.
Yeah, and that's right too, and that's what I'm saying too. You got cats. You could have been throwing the young cats out there, letting them get some burns, trying to see if they could develop whatever. You got Tyler Lockett out there for what?
And
You
I
know
know. A lot of people were mad at Gino, bro. Gino got caught up in that bullshit too. Gino got caught up in that offensive line shit, and he was just trying to get the ball out. And sometimes I saw him yelling at some of the receivers. Him and Jacoby Myers were never on the same page. When Gino threw picks, I seen him run and go yell at Myers like, "The fuck are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't all on Gino, bro. Gino was Gino, but it wasn't all on him. He got caught up in some of that shit too.
That's a fact. I said that though.
You know what I mean? We went through them lumps, man. That's us. That's being a Raider fan. We go through the highs and the lows.
It goes in progression, right? You're gonna say that it's the fault of the offensive line coach, and underneath him is the offensive line, and underneath the offensive line is the quarterback play, and then behind the quarterback play is the offensive total. So the offense in total, we're going to blame Gino because he's the quarterback, and how it looked, it was shitty. But then you got to give Gino the leeway because he was playing behind the offensive line. The offensive line looked like shit. But then you get the offensive line a little bit of leeway because they was coached by a motherfucker who don't even know what the fuck he doing at all. So,
the quarterback gets too much praise and he gets too much of the blame.
Yeah.
And the game is built in the trenches.
Yeah.
If you can't block, you're not going to win. Like it's just not even complicated.
Which is what
makes get off the block. You can't stop buddy. This ain't gonna go well. Yeah.
Which is what makes getting Linderbaum that much more exciting, because we know that center, to your point, as the game is won in the trenches, center touches the ball more than anybody on the field, even the quarterback.
That's your quarterback of the offensive line for sure.
Center got the ball more than anybody. You know what I mean? And so we got a top one. We got a top. We got a top one.
Suave, I forgot we even had Chip Kelly. Oh, that was horrible too.
That's what I said. Pete Carroll fired Chip Kelly before he fired his son.
I think you said the position. I didn't even trip, GQ. I saw Chip Kelly. Oh yeah, that motherfucker.
I say he fired the special teams coordinator and fired our offensive coordinator, who was Chip Kelly, and kept his son. I'm gonna fire the offensive coordinator because the offense doesn't look like it should look, but I'm gonna keep my son, the offensive line coach, when the worst part of the offense is the O-line. What the fuck are we talking about?
You can't make this shit up, bro.
No,
so
you can't.
I'm gonna blame this offense on Chip Kelly.
Murphy's Law. It's called Murphy's Law. We have Murphy's Law, bad luck.
You can't block nobody. I'm gonna blame it on
everything. All stuff usually gets worse before it gets better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to deal with. And the sad thing about it was the Raiders didn't make it no better. You know how they say preparation and luck is what make things happen? You know what I'm saying? We were setting ourselves up to be in these positions to get these players that we got now. We weren't. You know what I mean? Meaning we were letting go good players. We're not putting ourselves in a position to be successful, to have that number one draft pick. To get a player like Cody Linderbaum. I think that's a sign of us turning our luck over right there. You know what I mean? That bad luck being over, because certain players want to play. They got to buy into it, man. And in the last couple of years, it hasn't been an organization that you wanted to get traded to. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, to have
yes and no, because I will say that the reason why we do got the players, because to say that this ain't the place that you want to get traded to, then we land like a player like a Linderbaum, and we land, you know what I mean, shit like that. Like, it's the Tom Brady effect. So that's why, if there is a reason why you do want to come here, it's because you're gonna have an opportunity to be connected with with one of the greatest, man. No matter how we feel about it, the Tom Brady effect is real, right?
Yeah, we didn't do that before.
But I think though too, with Tom and Spytek, and again, the coaching staff last year really didn't believe in the players, but the coaching staff, as I hear, there was a little bit of arguments with a lot of the draft picks, right, on who they wanted to go with, as Spytek wanted particular player and Pete Carroll wanted other players, right? So that the general manager has a vision of the type of players that he wants in. So I feel like if Spytek is on the same page with Kubiak, you're going to find like some of those players, like you said, the players that we drafted last year, the Grants, the Rogers, you know what I mean? Who was that? Who else came in last year with us?
Like you said,
Landenberg, or like one of the linebackers, Lindenberg or Eichenberger. Maybe they were both on the second years. But I feel like those players, the Thorntons, the Beshes, these are the players that's gonna have to develop, you know what I mean, and be able to take their position, take those spots where Spytek won them. I think that Brady believes in what Spytek can do in terms of bringing in the right personnel, right? What up, Viv?
Viv
in the house.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's definitely gonna be different. You said you want to see some demo, and we just breaking down how we gonna do it. What the numbers say, what this say, and all that say. But like what I was saying, you got winners. Usually, winning is infectious. Winning is infectious. Having good luck. You know what I mean? It happens in threes, like they say.
Winning cures all.
Winning cures everything.
Winning cures everything.
Yeah,
I don't care if you don't like the dude in the locker next to you. Winning cures everything.
No loss. If I come in and won the national title, the Heisman, and all the accolades, and I went undefeated, I don't want to hear about no loss. I don't want to hear about no Pete Carroll, none of that crap. I want to hear about, I'm gonna be motivating on what's going on now, especially the coach as well. He don't got no memories of being on the Raiders. All he remember is winning for the Seahawks. And like I say, that it's gotta translate. That translates to wins, right? It's just how many is the question.
I mean, it's a new year, man. New year, new sights, new heights, all that shit. Let's get it.
I say 10. We say 10, 10, 10. I say 10 to get us in. 9 or 10.
10 can get us in. Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm greedy. Well, I'm greedy. My homeboy hurt. I don't think Denver that their defense is good, but I don't think the offense is good.
Their offense is not good, bro.
The Chargers, I think the Chargers might be our toughest thing for the division title. It's preseason. It's before training camp. I'm saying win the division right now.
Bro, I'm saying win the division.
I'm greedy though. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Hey,
I like the wild card. I just want to be in the playoffs. I just want to be in the playoffs somehow. However we get there is great.
Right.
Exactly. But I want to win the division too, bro, because honestly, bro, I feel like, yes, like you said, Denver's defense is really good. Their offense is like ours. Their offense is not that good. I think our offense will be better. I think our offense can be better than theirs, bro.
Definitely.
So, I mean, like real quick, their defense is cool, but that's it. Like, what's that dude's name? The quarterback? I don't even know that motherfucker's name anymore.
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler, not Jay Cutler.
He might as well be Jay Cutler.
That's what I think about it.
Not
That's what I think about it.
Dang.
Bo Cutler average at best, bro.
Bo Cutler.
They got Bo Nix.
No. That motherfucking name is Bo Cutler now. Stop.
Bo Cutler average at best, bro. He average at best. Bo Cutler average at best, bro.
Bo Cutler. Hey, I'm fucking with
you.
George Wright. That's gonna be a stingy point wise game. But if once we establish the run, or whoever established the run in that game, technically is going to be able to win that. But I feel like it's going to be us with our dual head rushers.
Hey,
You know,
Suave, you talking too much. You talking too much good shit right now, man. You talking too much science right now, man. But the thing is, because we're Raiders, man, we're win deprived and we're greedy.
Win
Thirsty.
deprived.
We're thirsty, so we want it now. We want it now, but I get it though. We got him for the long haul. We got Spytek, we got Cooper, we got him for a while. But fuck all the wild shit, bro. We're dehydrated, nigga. Hey, in sign language, nigga. Thirsty, nigga. Hey, man.
That boy GQ said win deprived. Bro, I feel it 1,000%. Hey,
Bro,
I want mine now.
You did that shit like when you wake up
I
the next
want
morning
mine
and
right
you drink
now.
some water and you feel that shit go all the way down your throat, bro. We need that water to go all the way down. You feel it all the way into your belly, bro.
Oh.
It should go down. You feel it go past your heart all the way into your belly.
They think
We need
talking
that
about going
shit right now, bro.
You know,
I
we ain't
watched
talking about
the
under
Bears. Hey,
10-7 is, you know, a little bit over 500. So I mean,
let me
I don't
say
think,
this though, bro. Especially after you watch the Bears go get the #1 pick with the worst record, get the #1
Thank
pick,
you.
and then a year or two later, they damn near in the championship game. Man, tap me in for that. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. Where you sign up at?
Bro, the year Saints.
They didn't even have the #1 pick, but they had a top pick, and they was in the Super Bowl, bro. Sign us up for all that shit, bro.
All that. Sign me up for all that.
The year the Saints won the Super Bowl, the year before that, they was a good team, but they was not popping off like they was popping up. They went from a mediocre team in the very next year. Well, it wasn't very next year because they was okay, but their turnover was very fast like that, nigga. They was trash, and they turned that shit around like within a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Why not us, bro? Why not us?
Again, though, bro, everything is so close. Honestly, like we were trash last year. We were pure trash, but we can count a few games. So is a few games we should have won. I know someone mentioned earlier the Bears, the Houston game. There was that one. What game was that? We had the lead like right before the half. We were about to score and we threw like
by a field goal. Yeah, we was up by a field goal. I remember.
Like this shit happens like too much, too often. The turnover shit, the whole bullshit, bro. But you're a few plays away. You're a few plays away from being a decent team last year. So why are you that far away from being a playoff team if you get the right shit fixed? Though you see what I'm saying?
Learning how to win is a big thing. That is
learning
a really
how to
important
win is
thing.
huge, bro. Learning how to win is huge.
Yes.
It starts up top though. It starts with you got to bring in a winning mentality, and that, like I say, with a coach that won the Super Bowl, a goddamn rookie that went undefeated. I'm feeling the vibe. You know, no, when you're a winner, you don't want to hear loser talk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want
the rookie part.
Like the rookie wasn't that Cal though, bro. Winning 6 games a season. Though.
Yeah, he was. But my thing is the rookie ain't gonna factor in right now. For us to really fully be successful, how I think we want to be, our rookie needs to not be playing. We need to let our rookie be learning under the other guy. And if the other guy is I'm saying that's the best case scenario. Best case scenario is Kirk Cousins plays well and is able to teach Fernando football, you know what I mean, the NFL until he's ready to go. You know what I mean? And give him a little bit to really, you know what I mean, get the grasp of the game and really see some successful veteran football, you know what I mean? And seeing how that shit is done. Like you said before in our last cast, was talking about Kirk Cousins and him, how he's vocal out there, how he's a vocal leader, how he's really showing his veteran leadership, and he, you know, getting on players if they're not running the right route, if they're not doing the right thing, or all of that is going to play into Mendoza. Mendoza seeing how he, you know what I mean, how he handles the team, the offense, how he, you know what I mean, deals with people. So, you know, and Brady, obviously being one who came under that mold, right? He was able to sit back under Bledsoe and learn, see the game, see a veteran do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not one of the ones that necessarily want Fernando to start day one. If he was to play early and he was able to be successful, great, fantastic. You know what I mean? Phenomenal.
Okay, but what about after the bye week? Let's just say theoretically we have a winning record, we're over 500, and then you know what I mean. What it was week 13?
What is the bye week and what is our record?
Week 13, you said. So in week 13, if we have 8 wins in week 13, why am I putting Mendoza in?
No, come on, E. What are we talking about?
Just what the newscaster said. I'm just asking.
No. I'm saying that's fine. If we're
I don't even know what the bye week is. But when you say week 13, we got a winning record going into week 13. There's no way he starts. If Kirk Cousins started that far, there's no way.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. They'll do anything to put Fernando out there.
Well, they're going to put Fernando. Who's they? Because the team I'm saying the Raiders are not. If they're winning,
well, go ahead.
No, I'm saying if the Raiders are winning, they're not putting Fernando in the game.
I agree. No. I told you.
Yeah, not at all.
I told you. You know, I don't even want to. Okay. I want him to.
So just to fuck with y'all, because I actually want Fernando to start, and that's why, because I believe that with Fernando or with Kirk Cousins, we can be a winning team, right? And it all depends on running the football and playing defense. For me, you cannot sign Kirk Cousins fast this year because of the money situation. So I feel like that if we are, and I believe we can be with either quarterback, we can be 7-5 after at the break at the bye week. Okay. Yeah. So if we're 7-5 at the bye week, you can't be like, oh yeah, you're gone. We're starting this rookie now. And then if you fall apart,
there's no way.
Hell of a motherfucking team. So why even take that risk? If that to me is too big of a risk.
Let me say this too. We didn't talk about it. I know we're finna get out of here, but I just gotta say this. What I heard, they said Kirk Cousins in practice talking shit, hollering at the DBs, getting at motherfuckers. I love that attitude. Kirk Cousins is a veteran quarterback. Yeah. If everything works right, Kirk Cousins is on a 1-year deal. It'd be perfect if he could start this year. I mean, my homeboy, Mahomes didn't even start year 1. He sat behind Alex Smith. And then in year 2, it was just know that, okay, he's ready. So I don't think there's nothing wrong if Kirk Cousins starts and we get to the playoffs with Kirk Cousins. I think that'd be dope and awesome. And Fernando sit back for a little while and check. By week 13, if we have a winning record and Kirk Cousins is the starting quarterback, whether it's 10-3 or 7-6, unless he's showing some super duper in practice and we're slacking, there's no way you can put Kirk.
Hey, so I wanted to jump on this to your point to piggyback what you're saying. Mahomes was killing niggas in practice, bro. In the offseason, in training camp, he was killing motherfuckers. And it took everything in their spirit not to start him as a rookie. Yeah, it wasn't like he wasn't shit and he had to sit behind Alex. No, they saw what they saw. He was doing what he was doing. He was killing niggas in the offseason. He was. But they was like, no, let him develop and let us keep him. You know what I mean? And let him develop and let him So even if Mendoza is in
pressure.
Yeah. You feel me? It's no pressure. Even if Mendoza is in training camp or whatever, and he's in the preseason and he's killing shit. No, that doesn't still mean that he needs to be starting. He still needs to sit back and learn. He still needs to sit back and learn.
I think that's going to pay big dividends, what y'all saying, by us having this approach, a quick approach to everything, as well as not getting rid of certain key players like we normally would do in previous offseason. We would keep the players that was just, it wasn't really me, didn't have no value, and we would let certain players go, which I don't agree, that I didn't agree with, then, and I still don't agree with now. But moving forward, this regime, man, I think they got it together. We're not moving like
Oh,
Post
media
this,
moving.
post
We're not
this
moving.
Suave post, bro. Post Suave last shit, bro. Haven't heard of a rookie quarterback sit and learn, which hindered their development. I think that's huge. I know he want Mendoza to start at the end, but it doesn't hinder their development. When you throw him out there into them live bullets, Mendoza went to college and sat as I think he sat as a redshirt freshman. I think Mahomes did also. It's a big different jump, man. You playing against grown men now. These dudes are fast as you. You can might get an outran a linebacker in college. It's different out here.
Oh yeah, because when you put him in the 2, you're like with the guy in the back. He's all beat up now, man. Like he might have to retire, man. You know what I mean? They should have sat this. They should have sat this.
Who?
You know, that boy Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? He got rushed into it. Him or even the other guy, what was his name? Justin Fields. You know, they rushed these rookies. They rushed these rookies into playing early, you know.
And it wasn't always like that. You don't have to rush the rookies, you know what I'm saying? Linderbaum never needs to earn his paycheck. Let's get this money, bro. I'm ready for it. I think he's going to be dope. He's only 25. I love young and hungry. Let's go get it.
Anyway,
man, hey,
we got ready to tap out, y'all.
We definitely got a lot to talk about. We can keep going, man, but we gotta go ahead and save that for the next one.
Yeah,
we'll be back on next week, man. We back at it, man. You know.
Coming back and stuff. House goes back to hear a lot of you here tonight, and we appreciate it. And last week, we coming back. We're gonna be back every week, like we ready.
Hey, and let me.
We love y'all, man. You man, right over. Good shit, man. I appreciate all y'all coming in here, man. Hitters all day, baby.
Hold on, before you get out of here, before we get out of here, Thor. Yeah. I put in the comments the Cash App to the channel. Cash App RNDC Superhood. RNDC Superhood. If you want to donate to the channel, if you want to donate to the Raiders Drinking Club, man, it's the money, all the proceeds go to keeping this channel alive. It's going to the tailgate, making sure we get people initiated, you know what I mean? So we have our supplies, everything like that, man. So feel free. We appreciate every cent, every dollar. And, you know what I mean? We're going to make it holler, and it's all for the Raiders, man. So again, we appreciate y'all for coming out, man.
Come out and drink with us. Come out and drink with us out of games, baby.
Pull up.
At a stadium near you.
Hey, nation or nothing, baby. You already know.
Right,
yeah.